Recently this summer, we took a cross-country road trip all the way out to Georgia and back. And this video is going to cover our little adventure on the way out to the area of Atlanta. For much of the way out, we took historic Route 66, saw quite a few interesting things, including the oldest operating Del Taco in the United States, and a place called the Baghdad Cafe, which was featured in a movie by the same title. This was our first day, obviously, on the road, and it was one of the longer actual driving trips from our house all the way to Flagstaff, Arizona. We had interesting views of the desert and, of course, the giant golf ball, which is shortly after you cross from California into Arizona on the desert. And there were quite a few other interesting things to see on the road, including Kingman, Arizona, where you get to take a Route 66 picture. Day two took us from Arizona all the way to New Mexico, Albuquerque, and we saw some interesting things on the way, including some roadside attractions like something called Meteor City, which included things like dinosaurs and UFOs. Very interesting little combination there. And also the famous or infamous Wigwam Motel, where you can stay in a wigwam, as you can see there. And of course, they're playing on the Cars theme because it's Route 66. Now, traveling with my wife means we're going to stop at some interesting places that have to do with rocks. Yes, we stopped here because, it was an amazing store with some really cool stuff there, and it was just a really neat, fun stop, and that's how it kind of helps. And then we kind of helps with a long drive, and then we headed to one of my wife's favorite national parks, the Petrified Forest Painted Desert National Park. A lot of great stuff to see there. Highly recommend this national park. You can see the views are just amazing. There's a lot of great stuff to see at Painted Desert and Petrified Forest National Park. A lot of fun stuff. And that was the major activities for the second day of our road trip heading out there. The third day, we had no specific things that we were aiming to see. It was mostly a travel day to get us closer to our Atlanta destination. We did stop at the Cadillac Ranch, which my wife and I found very underwhelming. It's some Cadillacs buried in the ground with lots of graffiti on the road outside. It's like, okay. This water tower that hasn't been maintained so it's leaning is considered a roadside attraction in this part of the country. Okay, awesome. That's just a matter of no. Oh, yeah, Buc-ee's. Got to stop at a Buc-ee's. I don't care where it is. We have a good time at Buc-ee's. And then, other than that, we headed over to Oklahoma and heading to our hotel room in Oklahoma City. Basically, just trying to get us closer to our eventual Atlanta destination. Day four was actually kind of a short drive day because we had some big plans. We headed to Crater of Diamonds State Park in Arkansas, a place where they actually let you dig into a volcanic area And then as you can see there, you sift through some of the things, or you can just, if you want to, just walk around looking with your eyes, see if you can find them on the surface, and actually search for diamonds. And I'm telling you, diamonds are actually found there on a regular basis, almost every day. And then we camped for the evening at the campgrounds there at the state park, which were absolutely gorgeous. Fantastic time. Day 5 took us from Arkansas all the way to Memphis, Tennessee, but in between we stopped at Hot Springs National Park, also in Arkansas. Wonderful little national park. We had very low expectations for it from some of the stuff we saw on YouTube, and then when we actually got there, we realized that it was actually an amazing national park with a lot of great history and a lot of good stuff to see. Fantastic. We also made a stop at since we were in Arkansas, at the William J. Clinton Presidential Library. We were kind of trying to collect presidential libraries, visits to them. We also, once we got in Memphis, had a wonderful dinner with, as you can see, a great view, and tried some good old-fashioned spirits at one of the local distilleries. The final day took us to our destination, a straight drive into the Atlanta area in Georgia. We will be continuing this in other videos to show you what we did in the Atlanta area and also the trip back. So more videos coming.